Yesterday was Labor Day. There was a Labor Day retreat. Then I was invited to do a talk. I must talk to Bante. Yeah. Next time when there's a retreat, should let me do one session with them. Otherwise, I just go in to give a talk. Then they meditate for a whole day. Some of these people every year always come in and give a talk. But anyway, yesterday's questions, one of the question was quite interesting. Yeah, I thought maybe I want to share with you. So there was this gentleman who asked this question. He asked, he's been meditating for many years, and he has been measuring his blood pressure before and after sitting. And somehow, after sitting, his blood pressure is always higher. So how? Yeah. So he asked, like, what is going on? Of course, sometimes that may be the case. Yeah. The interesting thing is that he says that he told many people and nobody believed him. Yeah. So Bhante Jyoti replied him, you all can go and watch the video online. But the gist of it is Bhante Jyoti told him that you're maybe meditating wrongly. Which could be the case. So anyway, then I chimed in and I told him, I said, well, first of all, I believe you. If you tell me that your blood pressure go up, I believe you. Yeah. Then I also told him, I said, do you actually measure it every single time? Yeah. Then he said, yes. And I asked him, why are you measuring your blood pressure before and after sitting? And then he said, oh, because you heard that some people say that when you meditate, your blood pressure can go down. Yeah, it can become calmer, blood pressure go down and things like that. A few things here. So later on, I was told that actually he's a Christian. I don't know how true it is, but I was told that he's a Christian and he always come and like kacau. And there was another class, he had an argument with the speaker, with another person. But I don't know. That is what was told to me. But by a reliable person. Then, but you know, anytime someone tell me a certain statement and say always, yeah, I always check my blood pressure. Yeah. I've been meditating for many years, and every time it is high. Anytime that anyone make an absolute statement like this, always, every time, yeah, is almost never true. Yeah, but figuratively, we always say that, yeah, like you're always late. Yeah, my sitting is always bad. Yeah, or my sitting is always good. When you say always, a bit tricky. Yeah, in logic, we learn that such statements are easily refuted. Yeah, you just need one case, and it is not true. Yeah, you say always what? Yeah, you say I'm always late. Yesterday I was not late. Yeah, you say I'm always late. The first day at work I was not late. Like that also count. Yeah, you say always what? If you say I'm often late, yes, then often often means that a certain percentage. Yeah, that is more than half. Yeah, or maybe above 70% late, then you can say I'm often late. Yeah, but when you say always late, wrong. Yeah. I don't know what is that person's background really, although I was told that he is a Christian. I can't read people's minds, so I don't know what is his intention. But I told him, I said, I believe you. If you tell me that your blood pressure is high, I believe you. But maybe we can do some proper testing. Yeah. Until we do some proper testing, I cannot say whether it's true or not. But I believe you. But even more importantly, if you are meditating just to lower your blood pressure, you're doing it for the wrong reason. Yeah. And if you do it for the wrong reason, perhaps you'll get the wrong results. Yeah. There are many ways to have low blood pressure. Take medicine, you can have lower blood pressure. Yeah. Go for a walk, you can have lower blood pressure. Yeah. It's been the going for walks have been proven scientifically. Yeah. They have control group, and then there are people, they go for walks in the nature, especially walking in nature. Blood pressure, and it's not instantaneous. It is, you cannot measure, or you go for a walk, then you immediately measure. It is that you measure consistently, let's say like at a certain time over the next few months, and then you go for walks. Yeah. And over time, your blood pressure decreases. So when he said that he meditate, then immediately he measure his blood pressure, that's actually not how science works. Yeah. It's like you take Panadol and then you immediately tell people that your headache go away immediately. It doesn't work that way, right? You take blood pressure pills. For example, if you are prescribed blood pressure medicine, right? You don't measure blood pressure immediately after taking the medicine, right? Correct or not, Li Hui? Li Hui is a doctor now doing housemanship. Correct or not? You measure it over time, and then you say after taking prescription, yeah, it maintains or controls it. It doesn't have the kind of like spike or something. Yeah. So even if we say that you meditate to control your blood pressure, to lower it shouldn't be before and after. Yeah, meditation doesn't exactly work that way. Yeah. Yeah, so maybe those who know that gentleman, I mean, to me, I don't care whether he's a Christian or not. Yeah, if a person has a question, it's okay. Yeah, so if anybody is watching this online, you know that gentleman, you ask him to watch this. Yeah, because yesterday's it was in a we cannot address the full thing. But I want to also highlight, more importantly, our attitude and then our expectation of the practices. Yeah. Oh. So the other day, someone came over to offer fruits, then shared with me that she know of this 推拿师. Yeah. So the Chinese, what do you call it? Orthopedic? Is it called orthopedic? The 推拿 one, chiropractic. Yeah, chiropractor. But the Chinese version. Yeah, 推拿 one, 跌打推拿 type. So then she asked me like, oh, that 推拿师also advise her to meditate and then to do this, to do that, and so on and so forth. But then seem to talk about the body, yeah, the qi. So I told her, I said, I'm not a master or expert in the TCM or in 推拿 or in qigong, but I can assure you, if he do 推拿 and he's not a Buddhist trained meditator, he's doing qigong, he's not doing Buddhist meditation. Yeah, then he said, oh yeah, you're right, he do qigong. How you know? I say, because there are two different body of approach. In qigong, they meditate to 调身. 调心 is a byproduct. In Buddhist meditation, 调心 is our focus. Tiao Shen is a byproduct. Yeah, the focus is different. In Buddhism, the focus is always Tiao Xing. Shen is a byproduct. The fact that your Shen may become calm and attuned, that's in a way a byproduct. Yeah. Because ultimately, 一切唯心造嘛. Yeah, and if you look at all the different practices, especially for meditation, is 真上心, it's not 真上身. Yeah, and if you have been meditating, you know what I mean. Yeah, it's actually much lesser to do with the body itself, but the body does get affected. We're not saying that. I'm not saying that the body don't get affected, but the fact that the body get affected is considered a byproduct, not our end goal. What I mean is, it's not the end goal. It's just like when you swim, you get wet, but getting wet is not your aim. But you both have to get wet because if you're swimming, you will get wet. But that's not your aim. Of course, there are some people who go to swim in order to get wet because they want to cool down. then you're swimming for the wrong reason, right? And that's why people who go to the water to just cool down, they don't reap the health benefits. Yeah, they don't train their body, they just go inside the splash water. So if you meditate just for health reasons, you're like going into the water to splash water. You're going to swimming pool to splash water. So I have to have the right attitude, the mindset, and with that the right expectation. And even as much as we say tiao xing, that means we're trying to train the mind. Or in case there are any kantang, tiao means to tune. Yeah, to tune, to adjust, to change. Yeah. So Buddhist meditation, the focus is to tune the mind, yeah, to cultivate the mind. The fact that the body get tuned is a side effect, yeah, it's a byproduct. So just now I was saying that as much as the focus is on the mind, if you meditate in order to develop psychic power, anyone meditating to develop psychic power? In the Buddhist tradition, then you are going for the byproduct. Yeah. Having said that, in the Mahana text, it does talk about development of psychic power. Yeah. But not as an end by itself also. It's not to develop psychic power just so that you have psychic power and you can tell the whole world, oh, I have psychic power. Yeah. Whatever spiritual psychic power that is developed is always as a tool. Yeah, it's always as a tool. Tool to what end? Tool for what purpose? Tool to assist in the teaching and liberation of sentient beings. It is just like various Sifu learn how to use computers, learn how to use PowerPoint, not as an end by itself, not to become, or learn how to speak, learn how to use technology, not as an end by itself, not to become a famous speaker, but so that to enable them to teach. So psychic power is similar. Just like now, in a way, this is like psychic power, right? Right? Yeah. Just speak and then you can have a lot of people listen at the same time. Yeah. And you can see from far. Yeah. Nowadays you don't have, so that's why in a way, when you look at what the Buddha taught, he says psychic power, what is it worth? What is it worth? Don't know, 3 or 5 masaka. Yeah. Do you all remember the story? He and his monks was going walking past a river. Then there was this ascetic. When he saw the Buddha and the monks coming over, then he quickly walked across the river with psychic power. Yeah. And this sutta is 2,500-600 years ago. So walking across the river apparently it's not a big deal back then. Randomly ascetic. Then 500 years later, it was a big thing. I don't say who, but in some other parts of the world, this was quite a big thing. So, but actually, even among the Buddha's disciples, there were those of them who were quite impressed also. Yeah, they were like, wow, oh, the guy walked across the river. So the Buddha was quite, of course, the Buddha knows the mind of the disciples. So he waited for so he asked the boatman, how much does it cost to ferry a person across the river? And then the boatman said, don't know, 3 or 5 masaka. Basically, just some, it's not like, wow, 300,000, wow, Mount Sumeru amount of money. No, just a few dollars maybe. So then the Buddha turned around and told them, that is the value of the psychic power of walking across the river. One of the first questions I was asked when I came back to Singapore, when I met up with my old friend, Kenny Kwa, very cute. He's my JC friend. And then, you know what he asked me? He said, hey, so now you can fly already. I told him, fly, very simple. You just go to airasia.com. On a special day, you just order $29, you can fly away. Don't have to meditate for so many years. So if any of you, maybe don't tell us, okay? Tell Sifu after that private message too, because a bit paiseh. If you are meditating in order to have psychic vision, to fly through the air, to listen to conversation far away, things like that, to see microscopic, don't have to. You want to see, wow, small organism, go Taobao. Nowadays, very cheap, $100, $200 microscope. You pay a bit more, higher resolution, don't have to meditate longer. You want to fly, take a plane. You want to see far, you buy binoculars, telescope, or you buy the Huawei times 100. You can see the moon. Then to see many people, just go on Zoom. Very simple. Don't have to meditate so hard. The one thing that still cannot be bought is Nibbana. You still cannot do that. So students many times ask me, Sifu, can I get you anything? I say, can, go and buy Nibbana for me. Students often ask me, Sifu, do you need anything? Can we do some offering of some items? I say, let me think. Think, Nibbana, you go and find. Yeah. And everything else, people can take it away from you. If you attain Nibbana, nobody can take it away from you. So minimally meditate to attain jhana, concentration, but don't stop there, because that is still a worldly achievement. Even non-Buddhists can achieve that. But go for Nirvana. How to go for Nirvana? 哎呀，不要想这么多。But must learn Dharma 了。闻思修戒定慧。Must learn Dharma. Must meditate, must learn Dharma, must observe precepts. Okay?